Okay. Yeah, got it. All right. Tommy, give me a bomb dropping. Boom. All right. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me just cut and paste this. Give me hold on. Okay, where is it? Okay, good. All right, so let me just get this out of here. Yeah, how many bombs he's dropped. I know. I'm going over that extraordinary. Yeah, he's got today. He's got his farewell speech, but I want you to remember a few things about it. I'm going to tell people. Yeah, I want to give 7 years after being awarded the Nobel Prize. I'm just wondering tonight, President Obama will give his farewell speech to the nation. I'm just wondering if he's going to mention during that farewell address how he was awarded, as you remember, 7 years or almost 8 years now, the Nobel Peace Prize for his extraordinary effort to strengthen the international diplomacy and cooperation between people. He got the award. I wonder if he's going to mention that he dropped 26,000 bombs in foreign countries around the world. 2016, over 3,000. And in 2000, I'm sorry, 3,000 or more in 2015. Isn't that amazing? He gets this. He's not in office more than, what, a month? And they couldn't wait to give him this Nobel Peace Prize. And here he is dropping all these bombs. I mean, how hypocritical. You think he would say something. You think he would give it back. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Yes, we're going to finally get the farewell speech. Thank God. 8 years. The occupation is over. God, now I can appreciate better how France felt when we came rolling in and we got rid of the Nazis. Man, no wonder they were hugging and kissing and all the newsreels. You see that? Oh my God, they're delighted. Well, guess what? The American people feel that way, especially small businesses. We have now, small businesses, we have never seen such enthusiasm as what as they have right now for the month of November. It's like the highest almost ever, the enthusiasm. They feel that the occupation is over. The occupation with tremendous amount of regulations that cost small businesses $100 billion a year, choking them. That's incredible. Plus the taxes. How about the 22 hidden taxes Obama put in Obamacare on small businesses? Hit them. I wonder if he's going to mention that in his farewell speech tonight. Oh, but we're going to hear how he's done all these wonderful things and how he made sure that we didn't fall into a deep recession or depression. And he's going to take credit for it. He didn't keep us from going into a recession or depression. Not at all. It was first Bush who started to prop us up. Bush, as a closet socialist, turned his back on capitalism and free enterprise. And when the banks were going down, he should have let them completely go broke, taken their assets, spread those assets among the other 8,000 surviving banks, but he didn't. Like Obama, he's a socialist. So he jumps in and he props up the banks with money, printed money. It's called debt, all kinds of debt. And then when Obama took over, he increased the debt, trillions of dollars in debt, to keep it propped up, cheap money, just like he's doing with GM. He takes credit for bailing out GM. GM's story is not over yet. Believe me, that is a mess. He bailed out the labor unions because he felt if he could get with the labor unions, get the labor unions on his side, he would get elected. But he also felt the labor unions, if he could get them strong, then the American companies, the big companies, would not lay people off when they needed profits. If you had a strong union. That didn't work, of course. But isn't it amazing what a difference it makes when you have a capitalist as a president instead of a socialist? When you have a businessman as a president instead of a socialist. Matter of fact, he's not even president yet. He's a president-elect. He's done more to bring or to keep high-paying full-time jobs in this country as president-elect in a short few months than Obama did over 8 years. Example, Alibaba. They're going to support over 1 million new jobs in this country. He's not even president yet. Apple will expand its $2.2 billion plant in Arizona, so we'll have more jobs. Toyota agreed to invest $5 billion. Carrier keeping their jobs here. Isn't this amazing? Instead of sending these jobs overseas to Mexico. How about Mexico? Matter of fact, Fiat, Chrysler, is going to invest $1 billion in the U.S., more jobs. Yet the press will not give President-elect Trump any credit no ink. The ink they give him is just all bad. They keep on giving him this bad ink. They continue to put forward a narrative of nothing but lies, jealousy. They just don't get it. Example, Washington Post, their editorial. How to remove Trump from office. He hasn't even taken office yet. What are you, nuts? What's wrong with these people? New York Times. Trump lost wandering in an abhorrence of lies and trying to drag the country down with him. What? What kind of headline is that? Now, Democrats, after the passing of Supreme Court Justice Scalia, told us how important it was to fill that seat immediately. It was a terrible thing that the Republicans weren't filling that seat. Remember that? Oh, you got to fill that immediately, boy. If we're in charge, we'd fill it. We know how important it is. Yeah, I remember that.
President Obama is doing the same thing that President Reagan did. At the end of his term, he nominated a Supreme Court justice. The fact is, when you elect a president, you have to assume if there's Supreme Court vacancies, he is going to make the nomination.
Of course, if you're president of the United States, why wouldn't you do what your responsibility is, which is to appoint a successor to Scalia? And
yeah, remember that?
We should not confirm any Bush nominee to the Supreme Court except in extraordinary circumstances.
So now what are they doing? They're going to try to block the appointment of the justice. The Supreme Court justice is going to take Scalia's place. Now, this affects the stock market. As a matter of fact, today, you talk about deplorables. There they are, the Democrats. They're trying to stop and hold back all the nominations that President-elect Trump is putting forward. They're going to be destructive. Going to be destructive. What is? Are you kidding me? What's the point? Obama and his Democrat Party lost. Look, if they continue to do this and try to delay the appointments, that's going to hurt the stock market. It's going to hurt your portfolio. No question about it. It's going to take the confidence. It's going to put the stock market hates uncertainty. That's the one thing. We could have a 25% correction, which would be okay by me because my charts, especially my MV2, will give me notice in advance. I can see it turn red. It'll turn red early, so I don't have to worry, so I can get my profits. But for those people that don't have the MV2, you're not going to know when to get out. You're not going to have a clue when to get out. More on this stock when we get back. It's 15 past the hour here on Phil's Gang. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery.
When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell?
At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday.
Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left wing, right wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery.
When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell?
At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market, you get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, here's my number, 877-600-GANG. If you want to join the gang, 877-600-GANG. Check it out. You love it. It works. You know, everybody, and think about this. Everybody should know this. The stock market goes up 72% of the time. 72%. Think about that. So how could you lose money? So the retail customers left this market after the crash of 2008, 2009, We dropped from 62% down to 42% as far as participants. Because they said they just want to hold on their principal. But so how could they lose that kind of money when it goes up 72% of the time? The retail customer. It doesn't make sense. Well, yes, it does. Because, see, they don't know when to get out. They don't know when to get out. And that's when I decided to solve the problem. Even for myself. And I designed a chart with color technology, a chart that uses mathematics, not emotion, the chart that tracks Vanguard Group and BlackRock and Northern Trust. It tracks the banks, the insurance companies, the pension funds, the hedge funds, the REITs, the investment advisors, banks, insurance companies. Why? Because they're the ones who are going to decide when a stock is going to go up. And people don't get that. See, they think by listening to this guy or anybody, any of these jibber jabbers, oh, they must know. No, they don't.
Ken in Ohio, Ken!
What do you think about EQT midstream?
I like EQT, but I prefer Magellan midstream.
Really? So you put up, he tells a guy to get into Magellan. Okay, that's MMP, the symbol. Now, I'm going to show, if you're on a mobile device, you can see this. Just go to my site, philsgang.com, and hit live. You'll see what I'm doing here. Isn't this amazing? My color-coded chart for my gang members, who their stock is, the same stock Magellan, you know when they got in? When it went from red to green back in November 18th, 2016 at around $67.76. When Kramer said to get in, guess what happened? It turned red. It turned red. It turned red January 6th. So just think of the gain. So if you got the gain from November 18th when it turned green, and it was up, let's say you just will average it off, say it was $67, and it went up to $76 when it turned red. That's a 12% gain. But you see, that's not important. See, this is why. See, it's easy to make money at the stock market because 72% of the time they're going to move the stocks up. Who's moving the stocks up? The big institutions, the banks, the insurance company, the REITs, the hedge funds, and they all work together. Now, it makes sense, doesn't it? But the problem is they don't know when to get out. And when they're ready to get out and they think they get out and they're going to call their broker and their planner, what does their broker or the planner? Oh, no, stay in. You're going to be just fine. Stay in. Matter of fact, they sell you even more stock. Or worse, they sell you some other stock. And you get off the phone, you're all excited. Oh, boy, thank God he gave me this hot stock. No, that's emotion. You got to get away from the emotion. See, and that's what charting does. See, now you can hold on to your principle. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You don't have to have that fear of getting out. So if you got 72% on your side, 72% of the time it goes up, all you need is that chart that said, now the time to get out. It's the latest color technology. And here's the best thing. You influence the outcome of your investment. The 401k is a joke. The 401k is a total joke. Even the founder of the 401k said it's a joke. He's embarrassed by it. He lost 20% of his money this year in a 401k. And you know why he lost that? He lost it because of fees. So try it. Here's the number. Give me a call. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. And there's a perfect example. Another thing I want to talk about is gold. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, Trump is going to lay out his plan. his financial plan, what he's going to talk about. Now, we have done very, very well with gold mining stocks. In fact, using our chart, it turned green on December 27th at about $19. $19.20. And today she's at $22.48. Now, we have a 17% gain. Now, I'm not saying every gang member has a 17% gain. Maybe some people got in 3 days later. Maybe he's got in at, let's say you even got in at $20.75. You got in 4 days later, $20.75, and today it's at $22.47. But the point is that we'll know when to get out. Now, that's still an 8% gain. If you decide to get in later, we're not telling you or guaranteeing you every gang member gets in the minute it turns green. I can't guarantee you that. But I can guarantee you this, they'll know when to get out. So when Franklin Resources and T. Rowe Price and Bank of New York, and they decide to pull their money out, you're going to know. That's the key. You're not going to go, oh, my God, it went down. What am I going to do? So, once again, the important part is to get out. Now, tomorrow, if the news is good, what's going to happen? The dollar is going to go up tomorrow. And if the dollar goes up tomorrow, your gold's going to come down tomorrow. Remember, every time there's good news, the dollar goes up, your gold goes down. So make sure you're taking some profits in your gold or your mining stocks today. We'll be right back after this break. 28 past the hour here in Phil's Gang. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG, and where you get a good night's sleep.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left-wing, right-wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. And wherever you put it, get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow. You need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Anybody who puts money in my pocket is my friend. And Phil Grandy can do the same for you. Learn how to grow and invest your money. Here's Phil Grandy.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
And you can join right now, again, 877-600-4264. Sign up, be a gang member. Try it for a month. That's all. It's only $39.95. And you'll see the system works. It works. It's not a joke. It works. And again, it's true. I'll give you one last stock that I think this will help you understand. Let's go to copper. Nobody wanted copper. Copper, all of a sudden we get a green buy signal in copper on October 25th. And at that time, it was around $10.45. Doing beautifully. Then all of a sudden, we get a red signal, time to get out. And that was in December 2nd. At that time, and that means that stock had a 51% return. Now, if you want to see the returns using the MV2, just go to my site. It's free. Go to philsgang.com. And go in where it says it will give you, let's see, let me put up for you. Just go where it says join the gang, and there will be a drop down. We just moved it over there, so it will be a drop down, and that gives you the returns that we've got on our stocks that we're using the MV2 with. Now the return, just like this return, I'm not telling you that our gangs, all the members who were buying this copper made 51%. I'm not saying that at all. What the chart does, it gives them the opportunity. It identifies when the money's coming in. Now, some gang members will maybe wait 3-4 days to make sure it stays green. Then they get in. But that's not the important part, whether you made 10% or you got 51% of it or 5% of it or 20% of it. That's not the important part. The important part is that you got out. You got out in time, and that's what is so important about the MV2. So go to my site right now, philsgang.com, and join the gang and just try it. Matter of fact, you can follow us. I have 3 stocks that we just started working with that I think you'd enjoy following us. These are stocks that were really beaten down. Okay, and one stock is JetBlue. Okay, and this one we're getting beaten down. This one we're getting ready to do the opposite: short it, make money as it drops. And another one is WNR. So those a couple opportunities we'll have for you if you join today and you begin this. Okay, all right. I want to just talk a little bit about, as I say, tonight he's leaving, or he's giving his farewell address, and he's not going to tell us any of the truth. He's going to tell us all the jobs he created, everything he did, how wonderful he was, and the truth is not going to come out. It's not going to come out. So, but the most important thing to remember about this guy is that it's small businesses that count. And he turned his back on them. The small business were the solution to the large unemployment problem that we have of over 98 million workers out of work. They were the solution. Obama contributed 18 million of these 98 million people that were out of work. 18 million were his. 18 million. That doesn't count another 28 million, a historic number, 28 million part-time. He killed 28 million full-time jobs for part-time jobs, introducing Obamacare, because once he introduced Obamacare, all the big companies like Target and the rest of the big discounters, they said to you, look, we're going to put you under 30 hours so they didn't have to pay you health care. Now, he's not going to say that tonight. Now, Obama was outraged. He knew for 8 years he could not get the unemployment, he could not get the economy to grow from 1.5% to even 3%. Never mind the 4% he promised us when he ran for his election the first time. But Obama was outraged that small businesses, and especially small business entrepreneurs, had a legacy of being independent. They wanted to be free from government. And small businesses, their legacy was the backbone of the American economy. I told you this yesterday. That left him grumpy. He didn't like that. He didn't like the fact that entrepreneurs are independent and entrepreneurs want to be free of government. He hates that because he's for collectivism. Obama felt that he deserved that legacy, and the legacy was going to be formed around Obamacare. He felt that Obamacare, these people who are independent and they didn't appreciate socialism, they didn't appreciate collectivism, this is a terrible thing that small business would have this kind of legacy. And he was going to change that. And he decided to destroy small businesses, which was his solution. Now, Bernie Sanders, just same way, hates small business people.
He's a small business owner from Chester County, Pennsylvania. He voted for Donald Trump. Jim, what's your question?
My question is this. I'm a business owner, and we just keep kicked in the teeth by this administration. It's regulation after regulation and tax upon tax. Why is this administration so against the business owner?
I just told you. Because he's against the legacy of small business. He's against the idea of small business that people are independent. You can't control them. They're against regulation. See, progressives, they believe that they know what's best for you better than you do. And he hates the thought of someone being independent and not dependent on government. So he's going to do everything he could to destroy small business, from placing 20,000, like he said, kicked in the teeth, 20,000 new regulations, costing small businesses $100 billion a year. And then he turns around and he says, what we'll do is we'll put a bill in called Frank Dodd bill. I think I told you this yesterday. And what we'll do is we'll tell people the Frank Dodd bill is going to be to protect consumers. But behind the scene, what it's going to do is to screw the small business guy to make sure he can't get a loan, because we're going to load up all kinds of regulations on small community banks. And this small business who survives on these small community banks, that's where they get their loans from. And we'll put the small community banks out of business. And that's what they did. They killed the small community banks. You wouldn't believe the regulations they put on them. This all came from Frank Dodd bill. And one bank a day was going out of business. Isn't that amazing? So ever since Trump won the election, we've had a 1,000-point rally. Why? Because of the sentiment. Small business sentiment went through the roof. In December, it hit a new high. The enthusiasm was reminiscent to the day the Americans hit Normandy Beach, driving the Nazis out of France. It was the same feeling. The sentiment was, hey, we're not going to be occupied anymore. And that's how small business felt. They felt like the French. Small business, they felt the same way. We're being occupied. Our freedom is gone. This guy hates us. So now conditions will improve big time for small businesses. And the country will now grow because the jobs come from small businesses, not health care. So expectations have increased by 20 percentage points. That things are going to get better. The small businesses are going to expand. It's up 12 points. That's huge. And small businesses now are gearing up for what will be an era of deregulation under Trump and a more business-friendly policy under Trump. Trump understands small businesses. His daughter has a small business. See, Obama never understood that. He didn't know what a small business was. He looked at it as an enemy. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Get your chart today.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. If you're a Phil's Gang member or a fan of the Phil's Gang show, then you need the all-new Phil's Gang hat. Now available in a variety of colors and cool comfort styles for only $25. You can show your Phil's Gang pride with the stylish Are You Nuts hat or Phil's Gang logo hat. Don't wait. Go to philsgang.com and click on the shopping cart icon to order your hat today or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left wing, right wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back to Phil's Gang Radio Show. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I wanted to point out to you, before we talk about the soaring gas prices, if you were a gang member and you were using my chart, we had gold mining stocks. AU is the symbol. This thing started to turn red back here on December 28th. Started to turn green. We had a great buy signal. So it started out around $10, and I think it was around $10.12. It has gone up 16%. 16%. It's gone up to about $11.68. 16%. Now, that's in about, 7-8 days. Now, anybody could pick out a stock, and you'd be lucky enough to get it to go up like this. But isn't it nice to know you'll be out of the stock in time in case it starts to reverse itself? You can keep your principal. You've never were able to do that before. So call now, 877-600-GANG. Join the gang for 30 days. Join it. You'll be happy you did. I know you will. I'm not telling you you're going to get rich. I am not sitting here saying I'm going to make you rich. I'm sitting here giving you an alternative. I'm sitting here telling you now for the first time, you don't have to worry about your principal. For the first time, there's a mechanism, a chart, what I designed to make sure that we are told when to get out. It's your decision when to get out. And it's your decision how much you want to make on the stock. This stock last year, we had 140% gain with this chart. And again, I'm not telling you every gang member made 140%. It's your choice when you want to get in. As soon as it turns green, you decide when you want to get in. And when it turns red, you decide when you want to get out. But it tells you. I can't force you to get in. I can't force you to get out. But at least now you know you got the option. And you know if you decide not to get out when it's red, you're putting risk on. That's on you, not the market. Talking about on people, this is amazing. I want you to remember tonight with a farewell address this. Our gas prices have gone up 20% year over year. And when he starts saying all the great things he did for you, really? That narrative that he just helped us tremendously and how he saved us? Well, just remember what he's not disclosing. Is the debt. He keeps telling us how he grew the economy. He didn't grow the economy. That's the first thing. I don't get it when he says how he helped us and he did such a terrific thing and the economy grew. We're still at 1 point, less than 2%. But here's the more important thing, is the debt. It's the debt, stupid. This is what he never got. Printing. The federal debt has climbed. Just for 2016, a historic $1.4 trillion. That means $12,000 per household. You say, well, I'm not getting a bill from the government. Well, yes, you are. That's why gas prices are higher. That's why food is higher. Sure, you're getting a bill. This guy was debt crazy. All I did is keep printing, keep giving money to corporations so they can buy their own shares back. But now the corporations, their debt has gone up $6.6 trillion. Wait till you see what happens with that down the road. But here's what really gets me, the biggest issues. Veterans employment declined under Obama. Veteran employment declined. Remember that when he tells you what a great person he is tonight. There were 11,490,906 11,496,000 veterans who were employed when Obama took office. It's down to 11,496,000. It's down now to 10 million. He didn't even increase the jobs for the veterans. Are you kidding? He didn't. Women. The day he got in office, there were only 4.3 million women working at 16 years of age and over who became employed, while 7 million left the workforce. So think about this. He brags about how he increased for women. He said, look, I created 4 million new jobs for women. Really? But he doesn't tell you he lost 7 million. He lost 7 million, and those are good jobs. So he creates 4 million terrible part-time jobs, but he loses 7 million. But he's not going to tell you that tonight. And he's not going to tell you how the labor force for women, the labor participation force, declined from 59.4% to 56%. He's not going to tell you that. Or is he going to tell you about black individuals? The labor participation rate declined from 63% down to where it is now, 61%. There were 2.8 million more black individuals who were employed during Obama's time in office, but there are 2 million, 300,000 who left the labor force. This is crazy. So he's saying, oh, I employed, look for the blacks, I employ 2.8 million of them. But he doesn't tell us how many left the labor force. And that means that the labor participation rate has declined from 63.2% in January 2009 to today at 61%. You got to look at the labor participation rate. See, he never talks about that. He never talks about that. The stock market is tied to politics. I wish it wasn't. I'd love to come on here every day and just talk straight stocks. We're sitting here today with a bunch of dopes, these people in Congress. They're going to do everything they can to obstruct Trump's appointments. What good is that? If they stop some of these appointments, this market could tank. This market could tank. These are the most selfish people, but this says it all. You know this deal about Russia, how now they're saying, the Democrats saying it's all Russia's fault? Listen to this. Listen to Pelosi and then listen to this.
Because of disruption by a foreign power into our electoral system. You knew that. You knew it was the Russians.
Really? It was the Russians that did it. Now listen to Clapper.
They did not change any vote tallies or anything of that sort.
That's right.
I think the report is very clear. Number one, the Russians sought to interfere with the election process, that the cyber hacking that took place by the Russians was part of that campaign, and they had a clear preference in terms of outcomes.
He doesn't know that, and here's McCain and Clapper saying, no, that's not what happened.
If they succeeded in changing the results of an election, which none of us believe they were, that would have to constitute an attack on the United States of America because of the effects if it succeeded. Would you agree with that?
First, we cannot say they did not change any vote tallies or anything of that sort.
And the real truth is the Democrats left all their emails wide open. And when they were warned by the FBI, they didn't do anything. You want to know why? Because they were so confident that Trump's heir apparent, Hillary, was going to win. They didn't care. They didn't care. But now that she loses, now they use it as an excuse. I mean, Obama's heir apparent, now she loses. Now they're throwing on Russia. But when they knew for over a year, more than a year, this was going on, didn't say a word because they thought, we're going to win this deal. Look, politics are always involved in the stock market. The only way we can get clean of politics and just strictly look at a stock and say, should I buy it and when should I get out, is following what? Is following the money, is following Vanguard, is following T. Rowe Price, not following the market cap or the forward PE ratio or the price. Look at the PE ratio on the S&P, 17 forward PE. Are you not nuts? It should be 14, but the stock market's all new time. Nobody cares. It's all about following the money. They all get to it. Let's run the market up. All you need to know. Be part of it. How are you going to retire? You going to retire in Social Security? Be part of it on the way up. Well, you're going to say, gee, I found God. It's going up, and it's going up for the wrong reason. I'm not going to get in. The reason you never got in, or you stopped getting in, because you were scared. You were scared you weren't going to get out. You didn't want to lose your principal. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen on my watch. Because we have the technology that will give you the signal that the institutions are now pulling their money out. They just don't pull their money out on one day and a stock collapse. That's not how it works. Nor do stock markets crash overnight. It doesn't work like that. It takes time. It's like turning to Queen Mary. But as long as you're getting a signal that the money is coming out of that stock or out of the market, that's got to let you sleep at night, no? 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Join the gang. You'll love being a member of the gang. We have a lot of fun. And the best thing about it is we can sleep at night. And guess what? I'm not selling you a pillow. We'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
Too many.